Hello. 20 plus years as a restaurant worker. I'm going to tell the truth that nobody talks about being a dishwasher in a restaurant. So, like I said, 20 plus years, I know the ins and outs of being a dishwasher. So, just to start off, like chain spots, mom and pop joints, I've been in all of them. Fine dining, holes in the wall, you name it. You're the most shitted on, usually in any of those. Like places like CGIF stuff, like you're definitely shitted on in those. Don't ever work in a chain restaurant. Well, maybe do it for like a week, just so you know how bad they actually are. Like TGIF, Texas Roadhouse, places like that. Stay away. I'm telling you now, don't do it. Unless you absolutely have to. Yeah. The reality of being a dishwasher usually is nobody wants to help you, ever. They're usually the last thought, and sometimes you're blamed first for whatever happens. So yeah, walking into a kitchen, there's usually a mountain of dishes already there. You're gonna have to get used to that. You get called just a dishwasher, like you're just the dishwasher, you know? Insulting, but whatever. You're usually the lowest paid, least respected, least supported, but you're working the hardest. So get used to that. And then also they'll hire anybody. If you're willing to go to work, you'll get hired. That's a plus side and a downside because they could hire a second dishwasher and he's a complete joke, you know. You could walk in high as hell and probably still get hired. They don't ever do background checks either, usually. The job will mess with your head a little bit. It's repetitive, it's isolating, and it doesn't stop. You know, you're stuck back there, hands in water, 10 hours straight. No breaks, not really. No thank yous most of the time. Just more plates. You know. A lot of people start using working jobs like that. Weed, pills, whatever helps you get through the shift. I'm not saying it's right, but I've been there. Most people I knew were doing stuff, you know. Drugs kind of fill the silence, you know. So usually restaurants cannot keep dishwashers. I know. It's a miracle, right? They just can't keep them. The turnover rate is crazy for a dishwashing spot. So I hate to do this, but I'm gonna say that if you're looking for a dishwashing job, I just want to say avoid it, most likely, because chances are you're going to quit anyway. You're not going to be able to handle your hands getting roughed up, working these long shifts. I'm telling you right now, the first 2 weeks of you dishwashing, your hands and a little bit of your ego are just down the drain. You have to make it past that 2 weeks for your hands to build up to it. Your hands have to build up to it. Or you're just gonna be in pain that whole time, most likely the first 2 weeks. Most dishwashers don't even make it past the first day sometimes. Like, I'm not even joking. It's crazy. I have to get this music on. some quick tips before I forget. Get non-slip shoes. I'd probably avoid steel toe. Those are more dangerous in my opinion. Just get a pair of Crocs, kind with no holes in them. Just Croc kitchen shoes, non-slip. You can find them on Amazon for $20 usually. You're gonna be on your feet 8 to 12 hours usually. Work in a family-owned restaurant if you can. Like, they're out there, trust me. Just a walk around, you're downtown or something, you'll find a family-owned restaurant. Get to know the owners, stop in, ask for an application. For the love of God, please do not work in a chain restaurant. And if you're like a hermit, a recluse, or whatever, and you want to work in a restaurant, a dish spot would be good for you probably, because you're usually by yourself in the back. You don't really have to deal with people. So there's some tips. And another tip, for the love of God, make the chefs wash their own knives. It drives me crazy when a cook or a chef will leave their knife somewhere in my area, and then I just find it. And sometimes I grab it and cut myself. Especially if they throw it in your fucking sink. God, that shit pisses me off so much. Make them wash their own knife. Or have a pan with water in it and be like, this pan is for knives, bro. Tell them to throw it in this pan, okay? Trust me, you do not want to cut yourself trying to wash hot dishes and all the chemicals and shit. It's hell. Yeah, we went over the hand stuff already. They're gonna be cracked, dry, and shit your first 2 weeks. Even after the first 2 weeks, they're still gonna get a little soft. They won't be nearly as bad though. It's definitely bearable. I washed dishes for probably 14 hours straight once. Maybe 16 hours, and then they started to actually crack and bleed. That's how bad they were. I had a chick come bring me some heavy-duty lotion so I could use. That's how bad it was. She felt bad for me, or she wanted to be my wife. Who knows? Anyway, heavy-duty lotion. Some dishwashers will wear gloves. I'm highly against this. For one, you want to build up your hands, okay, and wearing gloves will prevent that. For two, it's hard to tell if a plate or a pan is clean because you're wearing gloves. Just because you don't see anything gross on it, it doesn't mean it's clean. Grease, a lot of the times you can't see the grease. You can feel it. You can feel it though. It feels like butter. You're gonna need really hot water to get that off. But yeah, wearing gloves will prevent you from feeling what's dirty and what isn't, you know. So I don't advise wearing gloves. When you're racking up dishes, you don't have to spray every single dish that good. You can just kind of do a quick spray. It doesn't have to be perfect because, for one, you don't have time to sit there and concentrate on a cup for like 5 minutes. Just throw that shit on the rack, throw it in the dish machine, and while the machine's running, get your other rack ready and place that up, you know, just keep going. Yeah, just don't concentrate on one dish at a time. Soaking is important. As soon as you get, first of all, if you're not in the back room, like say you're taking a shit or you're not even in work yet, make sure to let the cooks or whatever know to throw some water on the bad pans so when you get in, they'll all already be soaked, okay? You won't have to scrub as hard, and it'll make your day easier. Hopefully, the cooks and them are doing that for you. They should be. If they're not, tell them to. Sometimes you might have to get snappy with them. Don't let the cooks treat you like they're a bitch. They don't want to do your job, okay? You could get the cooks in check. You just have to man up a little bit. Tell them to wash their own knives. I think we've been over the knives already. Try to stay as organized as you can. If you organize your racks correctly, you could double your speed easy. You don't have to pull like a Tetris move on it, you know. You'll get a pattern as you keep working, like what the faster way to do things. You'll just make your own pattern, you know. So dishwashing is not for everyone. 90% of the people watching this will probably not make the cut because this sucks. I think it actually got voted top 10 worst jobs in an article one time. Don't be afraid also to ask for a better wage than minimum wage, because most restaurants are desperate for dishwashers, and just tell them, like, you know how hard it is dishwashing and you would like a bit more than minimum wage. Like, try to get $1 or $2 more. Like, if minimum wage is 14, ask for 16. If they don't want to, try 15 at least, because it's a hard job. Nobody knows it's a hard job because nobody will do it, because it's degrading. Yeah. Take care of yourself, get some sleep, you know, all that good stuff. Find a kitchen that gives a damn about you. Like, usually it's the family-owned restaurants. That's pretty much it. The biggest thing is making it 2 weeks. If you get the 2 weeks in a restaurant, you should be alright. Stay away from chain restaurants. Find a family-owned. Make sure everybody's treating you with some respect, you know. If they don't want to do your job, remember that. Make sure to get shift meal. If they don't do shift meals, I don't know if I'd even work there, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just, you could have fun with it too. Like, yeah, the job kind of sucks, but I've learned to entertain myself and others, you know. I joke around all day. So you're not the cook, or you're not a bartender, you're not the server. You're just kind of that one person that doesn't have to deal with customers and all that shit. So it's okay for you to just be yourself and have fun, you know, all that shit. Make people laugh. Nobody wants to be there at the end of the day, you know. Just have fun with it. Don't take anything too seriously. Try not to work 2 dishwashing jobs, because that really would fuck up your hands really bad. Trust me, I did it. Even after washing dishes at, say, 15 years at that point, my hands would start to crack and bleed. Yeah, so try not to do 2 dishwashing jobs. Stick to 1 job. I work 7 days a week right now. And it kind of sucks. Try to have a couple days off at least. Get a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Alright. Well, if you have any questions, make sure to ask in the comments.